Some stories hold profound significance in human history, but often remain hidden from the mainstream media. Today, we uncover one such: the origins of Ham, often called the father of the blacks. The association of Ham with Africa has a convoluted history, deeply rooted in the biblical account found in Genesis, where Noah's curse is placed upon Ham's son, Canaan, and his descendants. This historical narrative reveals the ancestral roots of a diverse group of blacks. In this video, we'll journey into the history and legacy of Ham, shedding light on his enduring impact on the African race. The aftermath of the Great Flood. In the wake of the catastrophic flood that reshaped the world, a remarkable tale of survival and diversity unfolded. Noah, his family, and the divine directive to repopulate the earth marked the genesis of a new era. In this family of 8, Noah, a man chosen for his righteousness, is tasked with leading humanity through the darkest times. Alongside him stood his wife, a pillar of strength and wisdom, sharing the burdens of survival. Their 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, constituted the entirety of post-flood humanity. The mosaic of diversity in Noah's family. Yet Ham, the son who would become the African people's forefather, captures our attention in this story. To understand the roots of the black community, we first need to identify its ancestral figure. This takes us back to Noah, the forefather of all humanity. Within his family, diversity abounded, resulting in children with varying skin tones and characteristics that mirrored their diverse ethnic backgrounds. This diversity found in Noah's family reflects the complex multicultural landscapes of modern societies, where different ethnicities converge and intertwine. A prime example of this diversity can be found in Brazil. Shaped by its Portuguese colonization history, indigenous peoples' presence, and the arrival of enslaved Africans, Brazil stands out as a melting pot of ethnicities. In fact, it boasts one of the world's most diverse populations, where people of nearly every national background find a home. This diversity has given rise to a unique phenomenon in Brazil and other nations: the presence of siblings with distinct racial and ethnic backgrounds. Mexico, in particular, provides a striking example of this phenomenon. Here, mestizos, the descendants of the intermingling of indigenous peoples and European colonists, primarily of Spanish descent, constitute a significant demographic group. Ham, the forefather of the African people. But it is in the ancient biblical narrative that we uncover the origins of the black community, tracing them back to Ham, the son of Noah. The name Ham holds profound significance in the fascinating world of biblical etymology. In Hebrew and Aramaic, Ham carries a striking connotation, translating to "of the color of something burnt" or dark. This linguistic insight suggests a connection to Ham's physical appearance, particularly his dark skin. It's a poignant reminder that biblical names often carry meanings beyond mere labels, encompassing aspects of a person's race, physical traits, and character elements. Delving deeper into the ancestral roots of the black community, we find Ham and his wife at the heart of this narrative. They are celebrated as the progenitors of the African people, marking an enduring legacy that transcends time and geography. It's worth noting that if you have black family members in your lineage or ancestry, you too can trace your heritage back to Ham, Noah's son. This connection unites individuals of diverse backgrounds under a shared lineage, illustrating the profound reach of this biblical narrative. Furthermore, the Bible records that Ham had a wife and 4 sons who would go on to become the patriarchs of the black people, underscoring the rich tapestry of history and heritage that binds us all. As we reflect on Ham's role as an ancestor, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate interplay of culture, race, and identity that has shaped our world. Patriarch of the black people. Ham's sons, too, played pivotal roles in shaping the African diaspora. Ham and his wife welcomed their first child into the world, and they named him Cush, sometimes called Cush. This name holds fascinating significance as it translates to black. This unique distinction makes Cush the first patriarch of the black people, establishing a remarkable lineage that traces back to Ham,
and Noah's great-grandson. One of the most captivating chapters in the history of Kush unfolds with the emergence of the Kingdom of Kush. This ancient civilization thrived in the Upper Nile region of modern-day Sudan, with Meroe as its capital. Its thriving trade routes and impressive wealth marked the kingdom's prominence, cementing its reputation as a powerful and prosperous empire. Over many centuries, the Kingdom of Kush extended its dominion across northeastern
Africa, leaving an indelible mark on the region's history. Beyond its boundaries, the legacy of Kush expanded to encompass various other civilizations and peoples in Sudan and nearby areas. The descendants of Kush, known as the Kushites, once occupied territories in southern Arabia and Africa, though their precise identities today remain elusive. In the annals of history, the Greeks referred to them as Ethiopians, a term that translates to burnt faces or black faces. Over time, the name Kush became intrinsically linked with Ethiopia. Notably, the influence of Kush reached even further, as the Kassites of Mesopotamia are also believed to have descended from this remarkable lineage. Mizraim, the Egyptian connection. Mizraim, the second son of Ham, carries a name rich in biblical and linguistic significance. In Hebrew, Mizraim directly translates to Egypt, but it also intriguingly suggests two Egypts, or double fortress. This linguistic duality adds depth to its meaning. Mizraim is not just a name. It embodies cultural identity and ancestral ties as the second patriarch of the Black people. Its origin lies in the word fortress, or fortified place, reflecting Egypt's historical reputation for its well-defined borders and robust defenses. When we refer to Mizraim, we conjure images of a land marked by fortresses, a nation defined by its boundaries. Exploring Mizraim's lineage is a journey into the captivating history of the Egyptian people, whose legacy continues to influence the world today. With its nuanced meanings, this name underscores how language and culture shape our understanding of the past. Put, the ancestor of diverse African regions. Put, sometimes spelt Phut in Hebrew, holds a significant place in biblical history as the third son of Ham. His name, Put, though subject to variations in transliteration across different languages, carries a profound meaning: a bow. This meaningful moniker hints at the ancient African tribes whose survival depended on their skills as hunters, expertly wielding bows to pursue sustenance. Delving into the biblical narratives and drawing from historical evidence, Put is recognized as the forefather of African peoples. Some intriguing theories even suggest that Put's ancestral roots may have stretched across the diverse landscapes of the Middle East and Africa. Regions like Libya, Somalia, Nubia, and other parts of East Africa have been proposed as potential locations where Put's descendants once thrived. In a broader biblical context, it is speculated that Put's lineage might have extended to various corners of East Africa, beyond the previously mentioned locales. Canaan, the fourth son of Ham. And then there is Canaan, the fourth son of Ham, a figure both infamous and notorious. His name signifies lowlands, or the lands of Canaan. While Canaanites have left their mark in the annals of history, it's important to clarify that they were not the ancestors of Africans, as some might believe. In the biblical narrative, the Canaanites were a prominent people dwelling in the region of Canaan, featured prominently in numerous passages, particularly in the Old Testament. Before the arrival of the Israelites, a mosaic of diverse ethnic groups identified themselves as Canaanites, coexisting within this vibrant land. However, their fate took a dramatic turn as they evolved into the principal adversaries of the Israelites. Fascinating, this aspect of Canaan's story stems from an incident involving his father, Ham, who witnessed Noah in a vulnerable moment and mocked him. Consequently, Canaan, the grandson of Noah, found himself under a curse, a shadow that lingered over his descendants. Tragically, many of Canaan's offspring engaged in the horrifying practice of sacrificing their children to pagan deities, a gruesome act that hastened their downfall. Ultimately, the Israelites emerged as the conquerors who would defeat the ancestors of the Canaanites, shaping the course of history in the region. The descendants of Ham's sons,
Beyond Africa, journeys, interactions, and legacies.
The sons of Ham were not only instrumental in populating the African continent
In the post-flood world, but also embarked on far-reaching journeys. These journeys carried them to Asia and Australia, where their interaction with descendants gave rise to diverse clans. These unions formed the bedrock of indigenous populations, bridging African and Caucasian ancestry in the heart of Asia. Moreover, through one of Ham's sons, the Dravidian people emerged, embarking on a voyage to India and etching their place in history. This, in essence, is the story of Ham, celebrated as the ancestor of the Black community. It is a tale that spans continents and epochs, testament to the intricate history of human history. Through trials and tribulations, diverse cultures have emerged, each with its unique contribution to the mosaic
of humanity. As we delve deeper into these historical narratives, we better understand our shared past and develop a profound appreciation for the human experience. If you've enjoyed exploring these stories and gaining insights into our collective heritage, we invite you to join us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. By doing so, you become a part of our global family, connected by a shared curiosity about our history and a desire to learn more. Your support encourages us to continue sharing these stories with you. Thank you for being a part of our journey.